On April 22, 2025, tragedy struck the peaceful town of Pahalgam in Kashmir, India. A horrific terror attack shattered the tranquility, leaving behind a trail of death and destruction. 27 innocent civilians were brutally killed. Many others suffered injuries. The attackers specifically targeted a group of Hindus, turning a place of pilgrimage into a scene of carnage. The Resistance Front, a militant group with known links to Lashkar-e-Taiba, claimed responsibility for this heinous act. This act of terrorism sent shockwaves throughout India and the international community. India quickly pointed the finger at Pakistan, alleging its involvement in the attack. Pakistan, however, vehemently denied these accusations. The already volatile relationship between the two nuclear-armed neighbors took a turn for the worse. The Pahalgam attack became a flashpoint in the long-standing conflict between India and Pakistan. Both nations have a history of accusing each other of supporting terrorism. This latest incident has only deepened the mistrust and hostility. The world watched with bated breath as tensions escalated. The fear of a wider conflict loomed large, raising concerns about the stability of the entire region. The international community appealed for restraint, urging both sides to de-escalate the situation. Pakistan's Senate convened for a special session to address the allegations leveled against it in the wake of the Pahalgam attack. The Senate unanimously passed a resolution condemning the attack in the strongest possible terms. They expressed deep sorrow and offered condolences to the families of the victims. The Senate categorically rejected India's accusations of Pakistan's involvement. They termed these allegations as baseless and politically motivated. They accused India of using the tragedy to further its own agenda and malign Pakistan on the global stage. Pakistan's Senate went a step further, accusing India of being involved in terrorism and targeted killings within Pakistan. They highlighted these accusations as evidence of India's own struggles with extremism and violence. The Senate's resolution emphasized that Pakistan itself has been a victim of terrorism for decades. The Senate's strong rebuttal of India's claims reflected the deep mistrust that exists between the two countries. It set the stage for a bitter diplomatic standoff, with each side digging in its heels. The Pahalgam attack triggered a series of diplomatic actions and reactions from both India and Pakistan. India wasted no time in taking a hard line. They announced the suspension of the Simla Agreement, a landmark treaty signed in 1972 that aimed to resolve bilateral disputes peacefully. This move signaled a significant escalation in tensions. India also took the drastic step of expelling Pakistani diplomats from the country, further straining diplomatic ties. The airspace over India was closed to all Pakistani aircraft. Trade relations, already minimal, were completely halted. These actions demonstrated the seriousness with which India viewed the situation. Pakistan responded in kind. They placed all bilateral agreements with India on hold. Trade with India was suspended, and airspace was closed to Indian airlines. Pakistan also launched a diplomatic offensive of its own, briefing diplomats from 26 countries, including the permanent members of the UN Security Council, about their perspective on the situation. The diplomatic standoff between India and Pakistan sent ripples of concern throughout the international community. The potential for miscalculation and further escalation was high. Many feared that the situation could spiral out of control. The international community watched with growing concern as tensions between India and Pakistan reached a fever pitch. The United Nations Secretary-General, Antonio Guterres, issued a statement urging maximum restraint from both sides. He expressed his deep concern over the escalating situation and called for dialogue to resolve the crisis. The UN Security Council held an emergency meeting to discuss the situation. While no formal resolution was passed, several member states expressed their alarm and urged India and Pakistan to exercise restraint. The global community recognized the gravity of the situation and the potential for a conflict that could have catastrophic consequences. The Pahalgam attack and its aftermath served as a stark reminder of the fragility of peace in South Asia. The incident highlighted the deep mistrust and animosity that continue to plague the relationship between India and Pakistan. The international community faced the daunting task of mediating between the two nuclear-armed rivals and preventing a potentially devastating conflict.